Hey, thanks for listening to Dragon Wagon Radio. If you're enjoying this show, check out DragonWagonShop.com and get yourself some sweet merch while supporting your favorite indie podcast network. That's DragonWagonShop.com.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to High School Never Ends, a pop punk dad podcast. I am Wingman Steve.
And I'm Chris183.
And we're back. It's season 2 of High School Never Ends Jeopardy. Season 2, episode 2. And I'm excited that that first episode, I feel like it went by so fast and it was fun. So here we are.
Here we are indeed. And yes, Steve, that episode was quite around. I'll tell you what, there were some really good questions. It was a semi-tight match. Maybe not so much. We definitely had some folks in the negative thousands and some folks in the positive thousands. So that brings us to episode 2 or round 2, however you want to say it. And Steve, this is HSNE Jeopardy. Did you say that? Did we even say that at all?
I think I said that a few times. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say it again because I wasn't listening to you as I normally don't.
He never does, folks.
But I'm excited too, and as you probably assume, there's going to be a whole new round of contestants for round 2, and this time around, we've actually brought on 3 brand new individuals that have never been on an HSNE pod show before. They have listened to the show, I believe. Get some head nods, okay?
Oh yeah.
But these guys have never been on the show. So that said, let's go ahead and let's introduce them. First, we have Austen, and then we have Nick and Ryan, and I'm going to just go one by one. And if you guys want to just introduce yourselves to the masses out there, that would be awesome. So, Austen, why don't we start with you?
Hey, I'm Austen. I live in Atlanta, Georgia currently. I've been going to a lot of shows lately. It's been great. I love it. And that's what I've been doing.
And why do you think that you are going to be the one that's going to win HSNE Jeopardy round 2?
I think I have strengths and weaknesses, so I'll have to see how it works out for me. But I think I know a lot about the bands that I know. So I'm excited to test that knowledge. I've never been able to do that before.
Awesome. All right, Nick, you're up.
Hello, Nick. I am from Grand Rapids, Michigan. I have not been going to shows lately, but there are a few coming up that I'm excited about. The Matches Reunion in Chicago and Spanish Love Songs and Alkaline Trio. So pretty excited about that.
And why do you think you're going to win?
I had some good luck with the Wordle and connections this morning, so I think the energy's on my side. And
I got connections perfect today.
Samesies.
Spoiler.
Nice.
And I used to go down a lot of Wikipedia rabbit holes during work, in quotes. And so, yeah, see how it goes.
Very good. And last but not least, we have Ryan.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Ryan. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. And I haven't been going to shows lately, but I caught Goldfinger last time they came around and Bouncing Souls.
I went to Baltimore for a couple of shows last year. I saw Blink-182 last summer, and then I went for the Hawthorne Heights, Spitalfield, Armor for Sleep show.
Yeah, I think everyone you went to are ones I didn't go to.
Oh, that's
I was listening
sad.
to see if you were coming to this. I'm like, I'm not going to that one.
When did Goldfinger come to Baltimore?
Last December, January, something like that.
You didn't tell me about that, Wingman Steve. You're supposed to be the Wingman Steve, and you'll tell me when shows are.
Yeah, I don't usually keep too close an eye on Baltimore. No offense, Ryan. It's just I'm going to go to anything in Philly, but then sometimes Philly dates don't work. And I have a couple of friends. Well, Bailey from the last episode lives in DC, and then my buddy Bernie, who's been on the show, he used to live in Maryland. So it was kind of the secondary possibility if I couldn't make a show up here. So yeah, I don't keep too close. I know Goldfinger did come to New Jersey, I think around that same time, and I think I told you. I'm pretty sure I did.
Usually anything that comes to Philly comes to Baltimore.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, if I want to go see them twice, I'll go here, I'll go Philly. But Only for certain bands.
Jersey's too far. I can get to Baltimore.
Oh yeah, it's a straighter shot from Pittsburgh. Ryan, what's your confidence level here this evening? You feel like you're going to do well?
I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty old, and I've been doing this. I've been listening to this music for so long. It's like it's got to count for something.
I can tell you that the individual that said that he was least confident in his ability to win the game did win the game last time. So
that's happened a few times over the course of our 2 seasons. But all right, guys, I think that you've heard High School Never Ends Jeopardy before. If you're listening to the show, I would think maybe you've heard an episode before. However, just in case, I'm going to go over the rules of the game and how exactly it's going to run. So listen close. So first off, the game basically runs like the game Jeopardy. So hopefully you've watched some episode of Jeopardy in the last 30 years. We ask you, please and thank you, to answer in the form of a question, even sometimes if our answers aren't really an answers. Just say who is or what is or whatever. Makes us feel good. We don't want to penalize anybody for something like that. Now, if you get an answer right, you're going to get the point value the question is worth, and you get control of the board, so you get to pick the next question. If you get the answer wrong, you will lose the amount of points that the question is worth, and the next person who buzzed in will they'll have to answer. They don't have the opportunity to answer. If you buzz in and it comes to you, you'll have to answer. If you don't buzz in, you can't win or lose any points. So if you don't know something at all, probably don't buzz in. The questions are not going to appear on the screen, okay? So I'm just going to say them. So you got to listen to me. Please wait until the question is finished before you buzz in, okay? So, and sometimes I might repeat them, but after I say it the first time, then you can buzz in. After the question or the answer has been asked, you're going to use your raise hand button on your Zoom, and you're going to wait, no shouting out, for Chris to call on you. Zoom is actually pretty cool because it keeps track of who raised their hand first. However, if you buzz in too early and Chris sees that, then you may be skipped over and not called on. There has been one time where we messed up one of our answers. So if you have a discrepancy with something and you think that we're wrong, you can call us out. But anything that's a discrepancy that's kind of up to face value or a judgment call is ultimately going to be our call, right? So if it's a lyric question, you don't give us enough, I may say give us more. Or if it's real close, we may give it to you or not. But it's going to be our call if it's kind of close. There will be one round of regular Jeopardy and one final Jeopardy round. So that's it. There's no double Jeopardy. We don't have that kind of time and to put together that many questions. There are 2 daily doubles that are hidden in the board. And if you get one, the way it works is it's just your question. Nobody else can answer. You can wager as many points as you have. Or if you have less than 500, we allow you to wager up to 500. However, you do have to wager at least the value of the question, right? So if we stuck a daily double in a 100 or in a 400, then you would have to at least wager what the question was worth. Hopefully that makes sense. Chris is going to be keeping track of the score, and every now and then we're going to check in to see how it's shaping up. Final Jeopardy is going to be, you're going to write your answers down on a pen and paper, okay, to show us. However, you're going to be making your wagers through the chat function on Zoom. So you will send your Final Jeopardy wagers. We'll remind you of this later, but you're going to send those just to Chris through chat. The game board is what you're going to see. It has all the categories and the dollar amounts. And as these questions are picked, we're going to take those away. So you'll see exactly what is still available as we go along. And I know, Austin, you're on a phone, so you might have to squint, but you'll figure it out.
I got it. I got this.
What else? The winner is going to advance to our High School Never Ends Jeopardy championship round for season 2. And, we're all friends here, but no cheating. Okay. Keep your screens, keep your second screens and your phones, your tablets. No cheating. It's a friendly game. If you get caught cheating, we will publicly expose you and shame you Game of Thrones style. Okay, we did a random drawing before you hopped on for who's going to go first, and that honor is going to Ryan. Congratulations, you will have control of the board. So I will ask you if you have any questions about the game, and if not, we'll get started. So Austin, good?
Oh, yeah.
He's set, ready to go. Nick?
We're good.
Thumbs up. Ryan?
Let's do it.
All right, these guys are ready. So without further ado, we're going to take a look at our categories. So our categories, we have a few of our categories that we have done before in High School Never Ends Jeopardy, and a few that are brand new. So the categories for this evening, first off, we have Blink lyrics. In this category, I will read the lyrics from a Blink song, and you have to tell me the name of the song, okay? I'm not going to sing the whole thing. I may give a little audio cadence, but it won't be sung. It'll be read, so think. The next category is finish that lyric. I'm going to sing that. So I'm going to sing the lyrics from a song, and you have to tell us the next line of the song, okay? So you will have to complete the lyric. The next category is albums in order. This was tough when we did it last season. The way it works is we'll give you 3 albums, and you have to put them in chronological order from the oldest to the newest. And we will tell you who the band is. So you don't, if you don't, we'll give you that. The next category is called You're Canceled. These questions will feature bands that have all been alleged of wrongdoings. So hopefully you keep your eyes on the news and the people who do bad things. The 5th category is Happy Holidays, You Bastards. This category is going to feature questions or answers. I keep saying questions. You guys know what I mean. We'll feature answers about pop punk holiday songs, which will be fun. And rounding out the board this evening, we have Ska-tastic. These are all answers, questions that are related to ska bands. So, with that all being said, we are going to start with Ryan, and you, sir, have control of the board. Where would you like to begin?
Let's see here. Let's start it off simple. Let's do Blink lyrics for 100.
Blink lyrics for 100. Again, I'm going to read the lyrics, and you guys tell me what song it is. You don't have to complete the lyrics. Okay. The answer is, when your dreams, they seem like they're dead, like a pounding deep in your head. When your job has gone to deep shit, if you've fallen off of that list.
Nick.
What is hold on?
That is incorrect. I am sorry, sir. I'll read it one more time. When your dreams, they seem like they're dead, like a pounding deep in your head. When your job has gone to deep shit, if you've fallen off of that list. Anybody want to buzz in? 3, 2, 1. Okay, that is Anthem Part 3 off of a brand new album. One more time.
I was singing all the lyrics too, and I just couldn't think of the name of the song.
You're in the shit now. You're in the shit. You'll get them. Ryan, what's next?
Let's switch it up. Let's do You're Canceled for 100.
This Newfound Glory band member was kicked out of the band after allegations of lewd conduct involving minors. Give me the first and last name.
Ryan.
Who is Steve Klein?
That is correct for 100 points or dollars. By the way, I might say dollars. There's no money involved. Sorry, guys. No one's getting any dough.
Just a reminder, just wait until the question is complete before you raise your hand.
All right. We got all those hands lowered. We are good to go. Ryan, what's next?
Let's do You're Canceled for 200.
The answer is, this pop punk frontman was arrested in 2007 for murder charges, but was not prosecuted as it was determined he acted in self-defense.
Nick.
Who is Tony Lovato from Mist?
That is correct. Tony Lovato is the answer. And that was worth $200. So, Nick, what would you like to do?
Let's do finish that lyric for 500.
Ooh. I was telling Chris before we started, anytime someone starts on 500, just kind of like makes me nervous. It like throws me for a loop.
They warmed up to it though. Like they heated up a little bit. So
yeah, that's true. All right, I'm gonna clean up those pipes. So remember, I'm gonna sing the song. I'm gonna sing the lyrics from a song, and you have to tell me the next line. So wait till I'm done. You try to fight me down at Tyler's Beach, and man, I think that's great. You nearly cried and said to yell at you like I do with all the girls. Then you drove home real quick.
all right, I will take Austen first.
Did you make it inside to masturbate?
I'm gonna give that to you. That's pretty close. Did you make it in time to masturbate? I would hope that he is doing it inside. However, I'm giving it to you. So that's 500. Nicely done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. I had to throw a masturbation lyric in there, right? So Austin, the board lies with you.
Okay. Let's do albums in order for 400.
Okay, I'm going to give you 3 albums. You have to put them in chronological order, oldest to newest. These are going to be from the band All Time Low. And the answer is Dirty Work, Don't Panic, Future Hearts. I'm going to give this a little 3, 2, 1. Anybody? Those were actually in order. Dirty Work is 2011. Don't Panic is 2012. And Future Hearts was 2015. Austin, what's next?
Okay, let's do albums in order for 200, please.
These are going to be by a very well-known band by the name of Weezer. And the answer is the White Album, the Red Album, the Teal Album.
Ryan.
What is red, teal, white?
That is incorrect.
Austin.
What is red, white, teal?
Yes, that is correct. Austin, where are we headed?
Let's finish that lyric for 200.
Finish that lyric for 200. Okay. The answer is, because I've been housing all this doubt and insecurity, and I've been locked inside that house, all the while you hold the key. I'm going to give this a 3, 2, 1. Okay, and I've been dying to get out, and that might be the death of me. That's some Reliant K right there. Be My Escape. Very popular song. Okay. Austin, what's next?
Okay, you know what I'm going to do? Happy Holidays, You Bastards for 300.
Okay, Happy Holidays, You Bastards for $300. The answer is, this is the name of the Match's somewhat anti-Christmas song from a Santa Claus compilation.
Nick.
What is it? December is for cynics.
Yes, sir, that is correct. You brought up the Matches before, so that was your question there.
So stoked. Yeah, that was great. We'll do Happy Holidays, You Bastards for 500.
For 500. Okay. The answer, Happy Holidays, You Bastard, for $500. This is the title of the 2021 Newfound Glory album that features all holiday songs. This is the title of the 2021 Newfound Glory album that features all holiday songs. I see some thinky faces, some thinky emojis. Give it a 3, 2, 1. Nobody. Okay, the answer is, what is December's Here? There's also a song called December's Here. Okay, well, my voice is getting a little tired, so why don't we take a quick pause, check in with Chris, and see how these fellows are doing so far.
Pretty close match so far. We have in third place Ryan with -100. One question can get him right back into it. And then in second place, we have Nick with 400. And in first place, we have Austin with 700.
All right. Very good. Maybe we should go around and ask these guys a question, too. Just kind of lighten the mood. You have a question for these guys?
Do you think the mood is not light right now? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, like halfway through Jeopardy, they go over and they ask the people something about themselves.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. What have you guys been doing this summer? What's your favorite part about the summer? Ryan, we'll start with you.
This summer I've had a hand surgery, so hasn't been that exciting.
Oh, is your hand okay?
I mean, I have had time off for work, but yeah, getting a hand surgery sucks, and dealing with all that stuff and having kids, yeah, it sucks. But I did stuff cool in the springtime, but
so tell something good from the spring. Go ahead.
Me and my girlfriend, we went to Nantucket for the first time, and that was pretty crazy. Never thought I'd be going there, and we went there and we had a great time, and I will be going back.
Awesome. Nick, what's going on in Michigan this summer?
We don't have a pool, but a lot of friends do, and they're very kind and invite us over. So we've been doing a lot of pool parties, like with, kids, neighbors, and stuff like that. So it's been a lot of fun.
Nice. Austin?
Yeah, I mentioned before I've been going to a lot of shows, man. It's been great. I've seen a lot of great bands. Saw the early November, Third Eye Blind, Yellow Card. See a Newfound Glory in 2 weeks. Yeah, it's been blast.
That's awesome. It's pretending like it's the early 2000s. Is everybody a pop punk dad? We all pop punk dads?
I'm not a dad, but I'm a pop punk.
That's why you're going to so many shows.
Punk person. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm taking advantage while I still can.
All right. Well, let's resume the game. So I think the last correct answer came from Nick. Is that right?
Who had I had a $500 question.
Well, nobody guessed on that one.
Nobody
so
answered.
The matches one was before that. So
yeah.
I think the board is with Nick. So Nick, where would you like to go?
Finish that lyric for 400.
Finish that lyric for 400 is our first daily double. So we just went through the scores. Chris, remind him how much he's got, and let's see what he wants to wager.
Nick has 400 points. Dollars.
Let's do it all.
You can wager up to 500 if you want.
Let's go big.
You want to get feisty? All right. So for 500 points, finish that lyric. The silence in black and white, falling forward as she walks toward the light.
I have nothing.
No, he doesn't know that I'm outside of your window with my radio. That is Hawthorne Heights, Nicky FM.
Bro, you sang that like some kind of crooner, though.
I was trying to because that part of the song is pretty low, you know?
I could have sang that. Why don't you let me try?
Oh, sorry. Okay. Well, sorry, Nick. You do have control of the board, though, so you can try and get those points back.
We'll do Ska-tastic for 500.
This popular ska band was formed in 1986 and had 3 number 1 hits between 96 and 2002, along with 2 Grammys and 6 VMAs. This popular ska band was formed in 1986 and had 3 number 1 hits between 96 and 02, along with 2 Grammys and 6 VMAs.
Ryan.
Who is the Mighty Mighty Bosstones?
That is not correct. Anybody else care to wager a guess for 500? 3, 2, 1. Okay, that would be No Doubt. Who is No Doubt? Grammys, VMAs. I mean, I like the Bosstones, but I don't think they had any Grammys or VMAs. Nick, still with you?
Ska-tastic for 4.
This other band shows up in Real Big Fish's music video for Sell Out. Silence. So,
Austin.
Who is Less Than Jake?
That is not correct.
That was a wild guess.
Ryan was next.
Do I have to answer since that's the exact same answer I had?
Take a guess. You buzzed in.
The Specials.
That is incorrect. Nick, you sitting this one out? I'm surprised. We just kind of talked about him. The answer is who is Goldfinger?
I was going to...
It was like 1 second, but they were 1 or 2 seconds. They were in there.
That was going to be my guess because, like, the Mojo, yeah.
All right.
For 300.
Okay, for 300. The Mighty Mighty Bosstones released this many albums after the year 2000.
Ryan.
What is 0?
That is not correct. Anybody else wagering a guess? All right. The answer is 6. 6 albums.
Oh, man.
Who the hell knew?
I thought it was a trick question.
Yeah, we're not that fancy, trick questions. Although you never know. You never know. All right, so for everybody who is listening and cannot see the board, we actually have a very a smattering of different categories and dollar amounts available. We have Blink lyrics. There are 4 questions. 2 Finish That lyrics left. 3 albums in order. 3 You're Canceled. 3 Happy Holidays, You Bastards. And 2 Ska-tastics. And I don't think anybody's gotten one right in a bit. So, Nick, it's still with you, right?
Yeah, Blink for 500.
Blink lyrics for 500. Okay. And remember, you just need to tell me the name of the song. The answer is, I said, don't let your future be destroyed by my past. She said, don't let my door hit your ass.
Nick.
Don't Leave Me. What is Don't Leave Me?
That is correct. So there you go. Dug yourself out of that hole for 500 points. Very nicely done.
Blank lyrics for 400.
Hey kid, don't quit your daydream yet. I know you feel locked out in the cold. Seems like you're lost and alone. Hey kid, don't listen to your head. My cadence wasn't that good. All right, we're going to give this a little 3, 2, 1. That was Happy Days. That's a single off of the 9 record. Happy Days. Oh, I feel happy days, happy days. Okay.
Blink for 300.
Blink lyrics for 300. Here we go. And I'll miss your laugh, your smile. I'll admit I'm wrong if you tell me. I'm so sick of fights. I hate them. And I'll miss your laugh, your smile. I'll admit
Nick.
I'm wrong.
What is Always?
You needed the twang. You needed the Tom twang. That is correct. For 300. I figured that would throw you guys a bone.
That got me to sing it up here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Chris, how was my Tom twang?
Love the voice.
Actually,
Finish
that was spot on. I'll give it to you.
Thank you, sir.
Spot on.
Nicholas, where are we going?
Finish that lyric for 300.
Finish that lyric for $300. All right, here we go. The answer is, here we lay again on 2 separate beds, riding phone lines. Three, 2, 1. To meet a familiar voice and pictures drawn from memory.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like he says that line so fast.
Which
I don't
one?
know what he's saying.
Here we lay again on 2
exactly,
separate beds.
exactly.
I would say that's like the first line in the song. Pretty memorable to me. And it's like their biggest song ever, but that's okay. Where are we going?
Send some anger. Blink for 200.
Okay. The answer is, and when I feel like giving up, like my world is falling down, I show up at 3 a.m. and she's still up watching Vacation and I see her pretty face.
Nick.
What is Josie?
Josie is correct. Nick knows that everything is going to be fine. We're racing through this game. So for everybody listening, we have 1 Finish That Lyric question, 3 albums in order, 3 are canceled, 3 Happy Holidays, You Bastards, and 2 Scott-tastics.
You want to do a point check-in here?
Sure, go for it.
Well, in third place, we have Ryan at negative 1,300, but still plenty of 500 and 400s on the board.
Yeah,
so
boy.
Ryan, still time. Nick, Austen in second place with 300. And then Nick has pulled into first place with 900 points with a nice little run going on there. It's a close game, ladies and gentlemen.
I think it's still anybody's game.
You know what else I really think is interesting is that this group really loves Finish That Lyric versus the last group that did everything they possibly could to stay away from this category. So
That is true. And to my count, yeah, there's still a Daily Double hiding out there. So go ahead, Nick.
Finish that lyric for 100.
Okay, so we're going to finish out this category, and I'm going to be done singing for the night. I make them good girls go bad. You were hanging in the corner with your 5 best friends. 3, 2, 1. Nope, we're out of here. You heard that I was trouble, but you couldn't resist. Little Cobra Starship. Okay. I'm done singing. That's nice. Nick, where are we headed?
Albums in order for 5.
Albums in order for 500. All right, guys. These are going to be Hawthorne Heights albums. And the answer is 0, Skeletons, Fragile Future. Anybody on Hawthorne Heights?
does not look like it.
3.
Oh, Austen.
What is Skeletons, 0, and Fragile Future?
That's not correct. Lo siento. Anybody else? Okay. I'm going to close that question out. Fragile Future was 2008, Skeletons was 2010, and Zero was 2013. So that would be the correct order. Nick, still for you, the board.
Albums in order for 300.
All right, guys. These are 3 albums by a little-known band called The Offspring. The answer is Splinter, Days Go By, Conspiracy of One. No Offspring fans here. I'll give you a second.
Not for ones.
3, 2, 1. Okay. The answer was, what is Conspiracy of One, which was in 2000, Splinter, 2003, and Days Go By was much later in 2012. Nick?
Conspiracy of One is when I stopped listening to them, so makes sense.
That's pretty early to stop.
Yeah. You're canceled for 500.
Very special 500.
Yeah. This Welsh band had a big single in 2006 called Rooftops, a liberation broadcast, and their lead singer, Ian Watkins, was charged with multiple sexual offenses against minors, infants, and animals, and they disbanded in 2013.
Austin.
Who is Lost Prophets?
Yes, sir. That is correct. 500. That's how you dig yourself out of a hole.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were Welsh.
Kind of felt a little creepy, like even just reading all that. Sorry, everybody. So we have a handful of questions left. Austin, where would you like to go?
You're canceled 300.
Okay, the answer is, before accusations of misconduct arose for lead singer Jesse Lacey, Brand New released this final album in 2017.
Nick.
What is science fiction?
That is correct. Science fiction.
Scott-tastic 200.
It's a little Scott-tastic mixed with High School Never Ends history. The answer is, this DC band was the first ska band we interviewed on High School Never Ends. Just put out a new record, or it's coming real soon. Baltimore silent. 3, 2, 1. Okay, nobody got that. The answer is Kill Lincoln. Kill Lincoln.
Tough one.
Never heard of them.
No?
Nope.
They're ska. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 questions left. Nick, where do you want to take us? There is a daily double still out there hiding.
Albums in order for 100.
These albums are going to be from a band called Dashboard Confessional. And the answer is Alter the Ending, Dusk and Summer, All the Truth That I Can Tell.
Austin.
What is Dusk and Summer, Alter the Ending, and All the Truth That I Can Tell?
That is correct. That is correct. Dusk and Summer 07, Alter the Ending 09, and All the Truth just came out in 2022. So we have 1 You're Canceled, 3 Happy Holidays, You Bastards, and 1 Ska-tastic. And Austin, you get to choose where we go.
Let's do You Are Canceled 400.
And the answer is, in October of 2021, a viral TikTok came out claiming that the members of a famous pop punk band offered her beer on a tour bus and asked for her bra for their Nasty collection when she was 13. The band denied the allegations and countersued for defamation in 2022. This is the band's name.
Austin.
Who is All Time Low?
Yes, sir. That was All Time Low. Very nice. We should maybe we should check in the score. I feel like we've had a couple of positive answers here.
Yeah, we definitely have that. That one turned the tide a bit, and here we go. So Ryan still sitting in that third spot at negative 1,300. In second, we have Austin at 800. And then Nick in first place at 1,200. That 400 definitely helped Austin pull right back into the race here. So it'll be really interesting to see how things shake out.
And there's 4 questions left and a daily double. So, Austin, I think this is your board, right?
Happy Holidays, You Bastards 400.
The answer is, as a nod to National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, this is the chorus and title of the All Time Low Christmas song from the 2011 album Dirty Work. Couple of all-time low questions tonight.
Couple, yeah.
Nobody expecting that. All right. I'm going to give it a little 3, 2, 1. Anybody? Nope. Okay. The answer is Merry Christmas, Kiss My Ass, which is a nod to National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Yes, sir.
Austin, you have a 33% chance of finding the Daily Double. Where would you like to go?
Oh, Happy Holidays, You Bastards, 200.
And you found it. So, Chris, tell him how many points he's got and see what he wants to do.
Austin has 800 points to work with.
Okay. Can I do 200 or do I have to do more?
You could only do 200 if you'd like. You have to do at least what the question is worth, which would be 200.
Okay. I'll stick with 200.
That's quite a conservative decision, but that is yours.
It was.
That is yours to make.
Strategic. Yes.
Okay. Well, here's the answer, and this one's just for you. This is what is hanging from the roof in Blink-182's I Won't Be Home for Christmas. And be kind of specific, please.
I do not know it.
Do you want to venture a guess or got nothing?
I got nothing.
I think Nick was about to swallow his tongue there. You got the answer there?
I'm trying to sing it, but I can't get there.
From the roof are hanging sickles of ice, also known as icicles, but I was looking for sickles of ice. So I guess your strategery in only wagering 200 helped you out there.
I think maybe if you would have said roof, he would have understood you better.
Well, in the song, that's how he says it.
I know. I just can't. I just can't hear
from
that.
the roof. From the roof. All right, we have 2 questions left. Do you want Happy Holidays, You Bastards, or Scott-tastic?
Let's take a chance. Go Scott-tastic, 100.
Okay. This is the title of Real Big Fish's live album, released in 2006.
Nick.
What is I Heard They Suck Live?
I like that, but that's not correct. Anybody else want to venture a guess? Title of Real Big Fish's live album in 2006. We'll give it a little 3, 2, 1. Okay, the answer is Our Live Album is Better Than Your Live Album. But
Great title.
I did like, what did you say it was? We Suck Live?
I Heard They Suck Live is somebody's live album. I just don't know.
Uh-huh. Okay, well, we got one question left before we head to Final Jeopardy, and that is going to be Happy Holidays, You Bastards for $100. So the answer is, playing off a lyric from a classic Christmas movie, this is the name of Fall Out Boy's Christmas song that promises gifts of awkward silence and hopes you cry yourself to sleep at night.
Brian.
What the hell? I don't know, but I'm going to guess A Piece of Coal.
Nope, that's not it.
That was another negative point, right?
Anybody else? Venture a guess. 3, 2, you guys are holding your points close to the vest. Okay, the answer was, what is You'll Shoot Your Eye Out? You'll shoot your eye out. And that brings us to the end of our Jeopardy round. Congratulations, guys. I hope that you had fun. I feel like we had a mix of questions that were answered easily and questions that stumped you. But why don't we go ahead and check the score before we head over to Final Jeopardy?
So as it stands right now, we have Ryan in third place with the negative 1,400. We have Austen in second place at 600. And we have Nick in first place going into the final round at 1,100 points.
Ooh.
All right, so there will definitely be some strategery in your wagers. And remember, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the category for Final Jeopardy. After I show you the category, you're going to open up your little Zoom chat, and you're just going to send to Chris, not to everybody. Just send to Chris what you'd like to wager. Ryan, you can do 500 if you'd like. Get you back. You know, we don't know how good these guys are at math. There's still a chance. So you can wager anything that you have, and you're going to send that over just to Chris in the chat function. So without further ado, our Final Jeopardy category is going to be album count. Album count. No other hints, just album count. So knowing that, why don't you send over your wagers to Mr. Chris 183, and then once he has all those collected, I will give you the answer, and you will write down your question, probably be a good idea to just write down like what is now so that you don't embarrass yourself by forgetting that. Just saying.
All right, we are good.
So we have all 3 wagers in.
We do.
Very good. Okay, so I'm going to read the question, and then you're going to hear the Jeopardy music, and at the end of the Jeopardy music, we're going to ask everybody what to show us their answers on there. Write it down in pen and paper. So, for Final Jeopardy, the answer is, starting with their first release in 1990 and continuing throughout their career, Green Day released this many studio albums. Pens down. It is time to see what everybody had. So I think we're going to start with Ryan, who's trailing a little bit. So Ryan, what'd you have written down? How many studio albums did Green Day have? The answer that he wrote down is, what is 14? And I don't know if you're a mathematician or just a smart guy. That is correct. 14 albums is correct. Chris?
Still can't win.
How'd he do?
Ryan had wagered the 500 points that you suggested.
Okay. I believe that still keeps in the negative. Again, I am not a mathematician, but let's just see what shakes out, guys. So who was in second place, Chris?
Austin.
Austin.
All right.
What'd you have?
So I got what is 11?
What is 11? So that
not close enough.
that is not correct. This is gonna need to be exact. And Chris, what did Austin wager?
Austin did wager 600 points.
Okay, so this is where it gets interesting because you guys were close. Let's go over to Nick and see what your answer was.
I scribbled 11.
He scribbled 11. So that would also be incorrect. And Chris, what? This is where. Wait. Maybe we need to build some anticipation. Chris, what did Nick wager?
Nick wagered 101 points.
101. So let me just check because I can't do the math. I think that makes Nick our winner.
It sure does, at a score of 999 points.
Nice.
Just shy of 1,000. Nick is our champion of round 2.
Nice.
High School Never Ends Jeopardy.
Nick, very well done. Anybody out there who wanted to fact check, the answer was 14. I'm going to just read them all right now. We had 39 Smooth. We had Kerplunk. We had Dookie, Insomniac, Nimrod, Warning, American Idiot, 21st Century Breakdown. Uno, Dos, and Tre are each individual because they were released at different times. Revolution Radio, Father of All, and then Saviors. So that would be the 14. And there we have it. That will conclude High School Never Ends Jeopardy Season 2, Episode 2. That was fun, guys. I enjoyed it.
I think the scoreboard does not reflect the back and forth nature of this game. Like, you guys really did a great job. There were some really tough questions throughout this. The toughest ones I did not come up with. That was Steve.
You came up with some tough ones. You threw in, I think you wrote the whole Scottastic category, right? Those were hard.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Chris wrote the whole Scottastic category. It's true.
I can't remember. But that said, what I can remember is a segment that we normally do on the show that doesn't seem like it fits Jeopardy at all, but we're going to do it anyway. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we do our regular segment called Ranking It. And guys, we're going to make this super straightforward and easy and simple for everybody here. I just want to know what your 2 most difficult categories were that were in this round of Jeopardy and why you felt that way. So let's go ahead and start with Ryan. Ryan, what were your two most difficult categories and why?
I think it would be albums in order, because there's a lot of bands in there I don't listen to. So the Offspring one got me messed up because I don't listen to old Offspring, not new Offspring. And I guess, I don't know, I think ska-tastic, I do like ska bands, but I wasn't prepared for those. So that was kind of like a surprise. So those are probably the two hardest ones.
What ska questions were you hoping for? Maybe that it would have been more in your wheelhouse.
I don't know, maybe some like older ska, some like Skankin' Pickles or Specials or Link 80 or something like that.
Okay. Fair enough. How about you, Austen? Two toughest categories.
Definitely Scott-tastic too, and Blink lyrics.
Are you a big Blink guy?
No, I like them, but I just don't like them enough to know, memorize, have the lyrics and song titles, really, kind of edged into my brain, but I do like them. I would definitely.
If you had one wish to flip Blink lyrics into blank band lyrics, what would you have picked for that wish?
I got the something corporate lyric right. I would switch it to something corporate.
Okay. Very good. Maybe in a future iteration we can look at that. And then finally, Nick, our champion. Nick, what were the two toughest categories for you?
Albums in order. Again, yeah, similar to Ryan. I stopped listening to some of these bands. I'm a little older, I guess. And then I think You're Canceled. Just, I don't necessarily pay attention with the goings-ons of the bands nowadays. So,
yeah, that's fair.
Well, thank you guys for participating. Does anybody want to share their handle or plug something or tell people to follow something? Nick, champion?
Yeah, I'll plug a band called Barely Civil. I used to be in a band with their bass player. They're actually from my original hometown of Wausau, Wisconsin, but now they're in Milwaukee, but they're fantastic. They recorded with the dude from The World is a Beautiful Place and No Longer Free to Die. They're awesome.
Barely Civil, you said?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Austen, anything you want to plug? You want to tell people to follow you or anything?
No, not really. Just listen to great music, listen to some good music. I love that new Early November album. I'm going to plug that.
Keep going to shows, my dude.
Yeah.
And Ryan?
I don't have anything to plug, but if you are a fan of pop punk and you're a fan of hardcore, you should check out the band End It. They're from Baltimore and they represent our city very well.
End It. Nice. Well, we're about to end it, so that's perfect.
No, that's awesome. Some great recommendations. Everybody out there, go check all that out, right? And thank you guys again for being on the show. It's awesome to have you on. Obviously, there can only be one winner, but I think that all of you guys were awesome guests, and we appreciate you listening to the show and being a part of the High School Never Ends community. For all of you guys out there that enjoyed this show and want to tell us all about it, one of the best ways you can do that is to leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. If you really enjoy what you hear, one thing that really helps the show is a review. So give us a 5-star review if you were really just floored with what you just heard. Go back, listen to other episodes. We'd love to hear that. And let us know what you think. But Steve's going to tell you a little bit more about some other ways you can talk to us. Steve, go ahead.
Yeah, you can talk to us on the socials at HSNE Pod, and we have a Discord. Nick, I know you're in the Discord pretty often. Austen, are you in there? I can't remember.
I just joined.
You just joined. All right. Come to the Discord. We talk about music. We talk about nonsense. Anything you want. You can find all of those links and how to get us at hsnepod.com, which is our hub, our website. And you can also support the show and buy some merch. We have mugs, we have hats, we have shirts, hoodies, all that good stuff. We got some new designs coming on the way, but the old tried and true ones are fantastic as well. So go to hsnepod.com and buy some merch and tout your favorite podcast pride. That's it for High School Never Ends Jeopardy Season 2, Episode 2. We are going to be back next week with Season 2, Episode 3, and it's going to be a special one, so make sure you tune in. Until then, keep on rocking your dad bods, throw up your rock hands, and blast the pop punk.
It's Dragon Wagon.